Hey everyone, Laura Baker here, Everyday Horsemanship, and I want to talk to you today about where to start your horses before even starting Liberty. Horses need to have a solid foundation of groundwork first before beginning those Liberty maneuvers. So things like yielding the hindquarters, yielding the forequarters. I like to flex my horses, get them backing up, especially those pushier horses. When we start to draw them into our space and they don't know how to back up, the problem gets a little worse. So we need to be able to teach them that backing and to stay out of our space and maintain. But you know, another important aspect that people don't think about, they think about just about the draw. And they forget about the fact that not only do you have to have draw, but you have to have an equal amount of drive with your horse. If you don't have drive with a horse and you go to ask that horse to move out and you've only been working on draw, you're still going to lose your horse. Your horse is going to leave you, and now horses will leave you, especially at first as you're learning or as they're learning everything. But in the beginning, and you want to definitely teach them when they move away from you and when they leave you, how to come back to you. But prior to that, I have to work on getting a gas pedal with my horses, and especially if I'm starting a horse under saddle, I need to have a gas pedal. And that gas pedal actually starts here safely in the round pen. I mean, I certainly can start it on a lead rope, but some horses that come to me for training, they don't even know how to lunge on a lunge line. So this helps them first. So I'm really breaking down those pieces of that skill set. And this is a little bit differently than you might think. You know, with a round pen, I want to get them moving their feet, but I'm not getting them moving their feet just to tire them out. I'm getting them moving their feet to, number one, get them in the gait that I'm asking for and teach them that that's what I want. Number two, I want to start to create draw from there. Draw in a safe zone and ask them to turn and look at me and give me 2 eyes and 2 ears. And then three, I'm going to change the direction. So they don't get to choose the direction, I'm choosing the direction. After we get that pretty good, then I start to teach them to join up with me and to follow me. Some horses are going to be better at it than others, and so that's part of it. This here is Stella. She is from the 2023 Extreme Mustang Makeover. And she wasn't my horse. A friend of mine had bid on her and wanted to have a black horse, a big black horse, and this is what she got. So she sent her to me for some follow-up training. As you can see, Stella is not even remotely got her mind connected with me at all. And at first, I'm not even going to worry necessarily about connection entirely, because I really don't know what to expect out of Stella. I don't know if she's respectful to people. I don't know how she is. I know that you know, she had her own struggles going to the Extreme Mustang Makeover, but a lot of these Mustangs have troubles, you know, when they go there, and if they're not prepared mentally for that. And that's just you know, each horse progresses at a different pace. So I don't really know. I've never worked with her. I've walked her in this pen here, and other than I trailer loaded her and brought her back for my friend. But this is where we're at. So this is what we're going to see right now. So the first thing I like to do is, because when I do get to the point where I'm advancing in those Liberty circles, I do have to send my horses out. So I start off right initially with a send cue. Good. So I don't know if she knows any round penning or not. So she had a little bit of an attitude there. That's okay. And I just want her to trot right now. I'm not asking for a lope right now. I'm just trying to get to know her a little bit and make sure that she has a gas pedal, so that when I work her under saddle and I ask her to go, that she knows how to move off. So now I'm going to back away, see if I can draw her to me. That's good. She's a little spicy there. I'm not even going to react to that at this moment. She's a little upset that I asked her to do that for some reason. I'm not sure why. but that change of direction seems to be a struggle for her, so we'll just keep, you know, in this route. Now, if she didn't give me 2 eyes and 2 ears and she turned her butt and changed directions, we may see that today. I have no idea. So if she did, I'm just going to simply correct her and resend her back in the same direction. And I'm going to keep doing that until I get 2 eyes and 2 ears. I want to make sure that she understands what I'm asking for. And so I'm going to release pressure when she does give me 2 eyes and 2 ears if she's struggling with that maneuver. She doesn't seem to be struggling with it so much, but so I'm going to ask her for the lope here. I think if she continues doing that, I may have to get after her a little bit, because I don't want to teach her that is the right thing to do, because, you know, right now she's just being a little spicy, and I'm just gonna wait it out a little bit and see how she's doing with that. But I don't want to get in a situation where she thinks it's okay to come back and kick like that. So if she does that, I might get after her. I'll give her a couple more shots. But this is why I don't start on a lead rope right away, because the horse is going to be stronger than me. And I have to build a foundation of respect initially. Otherwise, she could turn and pull to the outside, and so as she kind of counterbends herself, and then she can kick back and kick me. So this is why this starts in the round pen. So she wanted to push past me there. So I said, no, I'm telling you which direction to go in. So based on my observations, she's had some round penning. She has a little more attitude than I would like if she had, you know, enough. I don't know. I don't know what she had for the rest of her training. So if you notice, what I stop to do is I'm first pointing when I'm sending them in the direction that I want. I'm going to point first, then I'm going to follow it up with my stick. If I want speed, I'm going to point, kiss, and she goes. I'm going to back away to draw her to me, and I'm going to point and tell her to keep going. Now that was good. She actually didn't kick back that time. I know she's trying to poop at the same time. You can poop and go. They do that in the wild. So she's kind of self-corrected that kicking back. She's in the wrong lead right now, so I'm gonna break her down here. Just gonna relax my body, and then I'm gonna send her out. There we go. I'm going to back away, draw her to me. See, she's not drawing, so I'm going to come back. So I sequenced that, I pointed, I kissed, and then I spanked the ground. Right now she's got to stay in the gait that I asked her to stay in. I got to get a gas pedal here, whether I'm riding her or whether I'm doing liberty. Nope. I'm going to change that direction again. And I know gas pedal is one of those things that she needs. I'm just going to stop her here. So she's been taught to come straight up, and I'm not ready for that because she and I don't know each other. So I'm just standing back here. She's not paying attention. And at this point, I'm not as worried about that. I like that she's latched on. From a liberty standpoint, if I were going to the liberty, but I want her to maintain her space right now. So because she kept coming into my space, I just asked her to back up a little bit. We'll get into teaching them backing. I don't know what she knows and what she doesn't know. I know she knows how to get in a trailer. I know she's had a rider on her back, but that's all I know. I know that she didn't move her feet in the arena. She planted them still. So I have to go with the premise that she and treat her like every other horse that I would be working with, and that would be treating her like she doesn't know anything. So that butt's kind of coming towards me, so she's busy being counterbent, looking to the outside of the circle. I need her to pick up that pace just a little. Whew. I gotta catch my breath. This is often the hardest part when they don't want to keep going. So I'll keep doing this get her moving her feet over the next couple of days. Introduce a couple of new things to her. Just give myself a little breather. It's really warm out here, really humid out here. It's cloudier out right now, but tried to wait for the coolest part of the day, but it is really high humidity today. So the air is pretty thick out here. And right now I just want to keep working on that side because that's her troubled side. She seems to do a little better on the other side. That's pretty common for these horses. And I'm going to point, kiss, tap the ground. Nope. Nope. So she wants to go ahead and kick out. I'm going to get back here and get behind her and get a little impulsion. There. She has to move her feet. She's not allowed to sit there and plant her feet and kick out. Because what's going to happen is that's going to show up under saddle. And that shows up like a buck. And I don't know about you, but I prefer not to try to ride a buck out. I prefer to do it here on the ground. Good. She got a little more energy there. Actually, I'm just going to come over here, change her direction. In the wrong lead, so if she wants to break down to a trot and fix that, that'd be great. I'm just going to relax my body a little bit. Nope, wrong lead again. There we go. See how much better she goes in this direction? Part of it's because she actually has a little bit of a bend on the inside. The other way, she's turning and looking to the outside. Now she's in the wrong lead again. So if you watch this side, she's always turning her head and her shoulders to the outside of the circle and kind of sending her butt in my direction. That's not uncommon. Just going to stop and reward her. Now, what does it look like if she were to turn to the outside If she turns the outside, again, I mentioned it earlier, I'm going to go back, I'm going to cut her off, but I'm going to cross, so she isn't doing it to me, but she's going to turn here, then I'm going to cross all the way over to that side, the opposite side, away from her. I'm not going to cut over here and get run over. I'm going to cut here and make myself as big as possible so she doesn't run me over, and make her switch directions again. And then I'm going to have her lope around once or twice. And then I'm going to ask her again for that change of direction. I'm going to keep doing that until I get 2 eyes and 2 ears. Once I get 2 eyes and 2 ears where she faces into me to turn on that circle, then what I'm going to do is stop and relax. So she's decided she's going to run off. So she learned from the last time. So she decided she was going to move off, so I needed to get her moving her feet. Because she is making the decision she doesn't want to be with me. And that's fine. She doesn't have to be with me. But then we're going to be productive and probably going to go out to work out here. And part of that's because I need them to pay attention to me and focus on me. And if they don't, I'm not being a very good leader. And horses want a leader. They want a leader that is going to steer them in the right direction that they feel confident in following. So I'm asking her just to keep moving her feet right now. Good. I wanted to reward her right there because but she's not coming into me. What I wanted to do, so I think I'm just going to send her in the other direction. She stopped looking at the outside for a minute, and she actually looked straight, and she was right up here by the other horses out here. And so I wanted to give her that reward when she straightened out and to stop her. So you might have even heard me click, and that's just my initial introduction to a bridge cue of clicker training. And we aren't going to go into clicker training right now. It's not necessary at this point. For me, I do tend to use it because I'm used to using it, but it does help. But at this point, I want you just to focus on keeping your horse's attention. And getting them to change directions by, you select the direction and then change the direction when you want to change the direction, not when they want to change direction. So number 1, establish direction. Number 2, establish that change of direction. This is part 2 of round penning your horse. So we did get cut off on the last session, or the first part, and so the battery died and we had to put in a new battery. But here we are again with Stella, and Stella's just walking around, and she's decided she wanted to go out and move her feet. So what I was saying is, the first thing you want to do is establish direction. Then once you've established direction and you've established that gait, then you can start focusing on changing that direction and drawing the eye. So we want to establish the direction, and then we'll change the direction and draw the eye. So I'm going to back her up. She doesn't stop very good. I want her to draw into me more. When I start to back up, that's that cue to come to me. Now she's again in the wrong lead, so I'm just relaxing my body. I don't want her to get into that bad habit. Nope, wrong lead again. Then I'm just going to relax my body. Oh, she decided to change direction. I'm just going to come over here. Tell her no. But because she did give me 2 eyes and 2 ears, I'm just going to correct her. I'm not going to get offended by the fact that she decided to change her direction, but she does not get that choice right now. Because right now we're still establishing the fact that I'm a leader, that I'm someone that she's going to want to follow. I'm no different than Diego out there. Diego is the one in charge out there, and he lets everyone know it. And everyone wants to follow him. Same with the mare, the lead mare out there. They all know who that is. And my pressure is progressive. I want to start with the lightest pressure possible and increase my pressure as needed. If the horse doesn't move its feet, like you saw earlier, Stella did not want to move her feet. And I had to get after her and I had to spank her. Because I'd rather get into that battle here than get into it later on under saddle. Because if we get into it under saddle, I don't have as good of a chance. I'm going to stay here. I'm going to come, nope. She's going to turn her butt right there. I'm going to come back here. Let her know that was not an acceptable answer. I'm going to come back here. There, and now I let her trot off. There we go. So she turned pretty quick. If she breaks gait, I'm going to turn around and point, kiss, spank right away. So I didn't have to, I want her to learn what this point means, that body language. Let me come back here. There. I asked her to get over and she didn't get over right away. So I increased my pressure. So I pointed. She said, maybe tomorrow, maybe a couple days from now, I'll move over. And I said, nope, you got to do it now. And then I spanked the ground. If I don't get the gas pedal good now, I'm definitely not going to have it at Liberty. She's in the wrong lead, so I'm going to relax my body, let her break down. And I'm not going to get after her when she does. Just going to let her break down. There we go. Again, my sequence is point, kiss, then spank. Just trying to get some impulsion. I'm asking her to speed up a little bit because she's pooping and she's slowing down. Ooh. Well, so I said who, but she didn't listen, so I'm just gonna send her back out. She needs to get a little better on that other side, stopping. So that's what I'm gonna work on. I'm gonna come here. There, now I'm gonna reward her. Ooh, good girl. See how she's still not connected with me, and that's not surprising after just day one. That will change over time. And the reason I know that is I'm reading her body language, and she's looking at everything else except for me. She's here with me, but mentally she's not here with me. She's looking off over here at the herd of horses. She's looking off over here at the horses over here. And she's just not sure that this is the best place in the world to be yet. I'm going to bring her back every time she looks over there and let her know that I want her looking right here. I want this to be the best place in the world right here. Good girl. Good. Oh, a little too far. There we go. Good girl. I just want that to be the best place in the world to be, right there, where she's resting. So this rest time is one of the best times when it comes to working with your horses, because this is a great time to either desensitize your horse or to just introduce them that you are the best place in the world to be. Good girl. So I'm just sitting here rubbing on her and making that good. Okay, with that, we'll see you in the next video.